Welcome back to Whiskey with E. I'm Eric. Now today we are going to do a cigar review, but this is educational, all right? Now normally I would not recommend for you to try smoke it's a mosquito, a fake COHIBA. Alrighty, so if you've seen on my last video, I just cut this and we just opened it up just to see what was inside the fake COHIBA. Now I just feel like seeing how the fake COHIBA tastes. Because if I did not know this was a fake COHIBA and I went and bought it as I did from Dapto tobacconist and I was smoking it, would I be thinking that this was a good experience, not knowing that it was a fake COHIBA? Sorry if you hear all the cars in the background. We are near a road. Alrighties, you know what? Let's get this cut and let's get it lit. Even though I highly recommend you, we'll let that car pass. I highly recommend you not to buy, not to smoke fake COHIBAs. If you know it's fake, definitely don't try smoke it because you don't know what's inside. But we're just gonna, oh my goodness. It's almost like the curve of it wasn't even really that curved to the point where I took off heaps. Alrighties, you know what? Let's get it lit. Cold draw on a fake COHIBA. You're not even really getting much cedar. You're not really getting much anything. You can get the taste of its tobacco, but nothing really special. All right, let's get it lit. Let's get it lit. All right. Now, as you know, when I opened this up, the filler was just outrageous. Oh my goodness, I don't even know why I'm taking my time lighting this and I'm fogging up, guys. Alrighties. Here we go. Even though it is a fake, we're gonna still treat it like it is real. Oh my goodness, mosquitoes. Oh, mosquitoes, get back, get back. All right. Alrighties. All right, for science, guys, for science, let's see how a fake COHIBA tastes, all right? Well, for starters, it's not a really good burn. Now, I really need to kill this mosquito or it's gonna be a, no! All right, there is like 20 mosquitoes hovering around me. Now, that inner filler, right, when I was emptying it out, it was so dry. It was just so shit. So let's see how bad combustion is. But you know what? I really need to take a break and kill these mosquitoes before I continue. 2 secs, guys. All right, fake COHIBA. Let's see how it tastes. Well, let's just say that retro, there was no spice. Now, normally, if I'm having a COHIBA or a Cuban, you're gonna get this spice in the retro how to begin with. No spice. First tell that it is a fake. Obviously, we know it's a fake. I cut it open. The band is so fake, all right? For everyone that missed it, check out this awesome fake COHIBA band. Oh, let me press the, maybe it won't work, but check out the full video of me cutting this open. Now, there is even a little Indian head in the big Indian head. It looks like it's got fingerprints too, but there's all these other signs that is just not a real Cuban. But let's continue and see how it tastes. Honestly, it tastes really light. It got me thinking, like, is this Dominican pretending to be Cuban? Some light spice on the retrohale there then. But, you know, like, that's what I mean. If you were given this and there was no fake band there, and yes, you didn't cut it open, would you be able to tell? If you are, all right, sorry about the car sounds. If you were a Cuban smoker, then you are going to be able to tell that there's none of that real earthy cedar notes. I mean, it's almost going towards bitter, like it wants to do coffee. So, you know, if I was just smoking this and I didn't know it was fake, maybe I'm enjoying it. I mean, apart from the inconsistent in the burn, but the draw, it's tight, reminiscent of a Cuban. But honestly, the tobacco, the flavors of it remind me of this Santa Ana. All right, so Santa Ana was handmade cigars, but from the Philippines, I believe. So I don't know where they're sourcing their tobacco from, but there is the same kind of flavor element as what I'm getting here. And now there's another mosquito. All right, you know what? We're gonna pause the video and we'll come back and see how much if it's gonna evolve. I mean, it's not a real Cuban, so will it evolve? But we're gonna pour up something with it and we're gonna see if you can still enjoy a fake Cuban, even though you shouldn't, because you don't know what you're smoking. You know, it's not like quality controlled. You could have nails in there. It could be toenails. You think I'm exaggerating? People have said they've found toenails and fluff and nails, like building nails. So all sorts of things, but you know what? Obviously, it's not going to be the straightest of all lines, but we'll tune back in. Honestly, if I did not know this was a fake COHIBA and I was having this and I haven't had a cigar all day, I could say I'm enjoying this, even with a little bit of tobacco in my mouth. But that being said, if you have had a Cuban cigar before, you are going to be able to tell that this is not a Cuban cigar, all right? It's a lot lighter. It's not like full strength, like you're not getting that tingle on the tongue. The retrohale isn't even as spicy. It's not like that barnyardy, cedary earth. This is almost heading towards that earthy mushroom vibe. All right. Cars driving. All right, there is like the earthiness, it's just not the same earthiness as a Cuban. You know, you're not getting that barnyard vibe. This is like a woody earthiness. Kind of reminds me like the Alec Bradley, Max the Freak kind of style of profile. Like it's not a Cuban, you know, but we're gonna pour up something with it and let's see how it pairs up. We have here a product coming out of Old Kempton Distillery, coming out of Tasmania. Let's get some poured up. So single malt aged in Pinot cask. It's not an age stated product, but Australia, I'm sure it's matured within 3 years. Alrighties, let's pour some up. Maybe we'll pour up a little bit more. Alrighties. Now this is real. Now this is legitly $220 retail. Only comes in a 500 ml bottle. Check out the full review. I only just reviewed this. we will have to do a recap on it, but we're not here for that. We're just here to see if it pairs up well with the fake COHIBA. There you go. So even though something's fake and you probably shouldn't smoke it, but if you didn't know that it was fake and you decide to light it up, are you still going to enjoy the experience? Well, I think I am. But knowing that it's fake is really putting that experience not enjoyable, because you're feeling like we shouldn't be smoking it. But retro hell, no spice. You're getting a slight woody note, slight earthy. Even a straight retro without blowing out anything, wasn't even stinging, wasn't even spicy. You can say this is a pleasant smoking cigar, very light. Anyways, let's have a sip. Let's see how it tastes with this single malt whiskey aged in Pinot cask. Cheers all, smoke and drink responsibly. For educational purposes. Cheers everyone. Okay. I always say this with this kind of style of whiskey. Now it just reminds me I'm drinking a bourbon. I mean, it's earthy. It's just not cedary. It's just not Cuban. You know, it doesn't have that Cuban tang, you know? But I'm enjoying the moment, even though it's a fake, guys. So I'm gonna get a lot of hate in the comments for lighting up this one. But keep in mind, this is all for science. Let's check out the burn of this fake COHIBA. I mean, it's really light, guys. It's light. I don't know how to explain that. Like, it's not in your face. It's not, there's no spices. There's just really mellow, and there's so many mosquitoes here. I know it has just been raining, but we'll tune back in when we get a little bit further down, see how much it's changed. But let's check out that. I mean, people judge ashes. It's a white ash. But see, if you were judging this ash, would you have known that it's a fake COHIBA? Just be there judging the ash looks white and nice without cutting it open to know the truth. But anyways, let's continue through. I'm gonna have another sip. Smoke and drink responsibly all, and education is key. You don't wanna go spend your hard-earned money on something that you think is a real COHIBA and get a fake COHIBA, you know? Even though it's probably heaps cheaper. But I was sold this as a real COHIBA, so oh, and a bit of that cap that was left just unraveled off. So now I just hope that the rest of the cigar doesn't just unravel, but we'll tune back in. Cheers everyone. I think it's bringing out the sweetness in this, so there you go. All right, we're gonna tune back in, but definitely Australian whiskey is reminiscent of, well, this particular whiskey is actually very similar to a Highland or a Speyside. So when I have that with a cigar, it does add in, it does make it sweeter. It does give it that cedary notes, that smoky. It almost makes it like oaky. So that's why I say it reminds me of like I'm drinking a bourbon, something like that. But I'm gonna continue through and we'll tune back in, guys. Whew, fake COHIBAs. As we're progressing through in this fake COHIBA, I am starting to notice espresso notes. There you go. I normally don't get espresso notes, but we're getting it here. There you go. So the ash construction, I mean, look at it. Could you be able to tell this is a fake COHIBA, guys? Now, me having this right now, it is definitely very reminiscent of that Santa Ana, those little pantailers or something that I was enjoying. They were pretty much handmade. I believe they are Filipino cigars, so where are they getting their tobacco from? I don't know. Where's Santa Ana getting their tobacco from? So maybe it's the same. I mean, Filipino cigars are on the cheaper end, so would you be filling up your fake COHIBAs with expensive tobacco? You're probably going to be filling it with some cheap tobacco, but anyways, we're going to pour up more of this Australian whiskey. We're going to pour up more bourbon and just see how it pairs up together. I may as well try enjoy this fake COHIBA, guys, even though you guys are probably saying, why is he smoking it? That's disgusting. That will make you sick. And you know what? If I get sick, I will come tell you. Retro, there's almost nothing in the retro. Like yes, you're getting the cigar-y notes, but it's almost coming across grassy, but not like that cedary barnyard grassy. You know, it's not a Cuban, definitely, but it's very reminiscent of one. But in my opinion, I think it's more reminiscent of that Filipino cigar I've enjoyed in the past. Alrighties. Retro. It's almost going bitter now. Maybe I'm smoking it too fast. But you are getting that espresso note coming in. But you know what? We're going to pour up some more drinks, so tune back in soon. All right, more single malt from Old Kempton. Alrighties. And then we have a little bit of the Baker's old small batch 7-year from Jim Beam small batch left. This is all that's left out of those 2 bottles I opened. We're adding some in there. We're making a blend of Australian whiskey and bourbon. Will this be a perfect fake COHIBA cigar blend? Let's go. Alrighty, so let's try out this cigar blend we've created. Let's have a sip. Cheers, everyone. You know what? Bourbon, that Australian whiskey, goes together well. Creates its own thing, like a more fruity bourbon with a little bit more maltiness. But you know what? With the cigar, you're getting everything that you love when you're drinking whiskey with the cigar in your hand. Even though this is a fake COHIBA, guys. Sorry for all the traffic. I keep trying to pause it right before the car comes. By the end of it, I'm like, fuck it. Oh, another car coming. Another car coming. All right, car left. All right. So in conclusion, fake COHIBA. You can still enjoy it, guys. If you did not know it was a fake COHIBA, you didn't cut it open, all that jazz, and you just went and spent your hard-earned money on a fake COHIBA, you are still going to enjoy it because you think it's real. And you know what? If you haven't had a cigar for some time and you decide to light one up and have it with a whiskey, you're not going to be able to tell unless you've had plenty of Cuban cigars to know that this is not a COHIBA. But otherwise, if you're new at your cigar smoking, you're probably going to enjoy this. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you all next time. See you all.